Hello everyone, hope you are well on this Thursday afternoon. It is hot. Got up to 90 degrees here in Athens, Georgia, where I work. The classic city, home of the Georgia Bulldogs, rising crime rate, rising homelessness, among other things. A couple of things to cover today. I did not have a video yesterday. I was just tired, y'all. I was tired. I didn't want to go on there and halfway do it. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. A couple of things this time, though. We have ominous warnings from the economic sector I will touch on. Also, a question that has been coming up, and I've been thinking about it. If we make it to November, I believe we will, but if we make it to November, will it even matter? Will it even make a difference? If there's a change, and more importantly, if there's a change, will it even matter? Will it make a difference at all? Will it even be worse in some ways? That's a good question. I started thinking about it. I'll go into that too. I have a very good passage that I'm going to share here in a little while too, so stay tuned for that. It will resonate with you. But first, real quick, Mrs. Dawg made a prediction the other night. I tried to get her to come on the video and talk about it, but she's camera shy, you know. But she said that there will be no debates. The Biden versus Trump debates that have been talked about, and they've scheduled 2 of them and all this kind of stuff. She said they're not going to happen. And I'm like, oh, really? You don't think they're going to happen? You seem confident in that. She says they're not going to happen. And I'm like, oh, would you care to share more? Expand on that. And she said, yeah. She said, number one, they're going to try to put him in jail anyway before that. Number two, if they don't have him in jail, they're going to keep him tied up in court. Or number three, they'll just cancel the debate altogether, because they probably didn't figure that he was going to agree to do it anyway under all their conditions. And I was like, okay, make some good points. You make some good points there. We will see what happens. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. Where are the protesters? Where did they go? I guess after the colleges had their little graduations and all. Where did you go? Been quiet lately. Especially down south, southern United States. Where you been? Where'd you go? Got quiet all of a sudden. Just a question. Just a question. Now they may pop up like a bug somewhere else. I don't know. All right. Will November make a difference? I don't know. I'm really on the fence about that. I really don't know. I mean, if we can make it that far, number one. I saw yesterday where this current administration in the United States approved a $7.7 billion student debt cancellation. Yes, student debt cancellation for over 160,000 borrowers. This is college student debt. Now, last year, the Supreme Court blocked such a move. There were lawsuits and such. Hopefully that'll happen again. A federal judge will step in. I don't know what has to happen, but it's out of control. This administration has erased, this is what was reported, this administration has erased 167, I think, billion, or million, I can't remember, in student loans for over 5 million people. That's like 35, or what's proposed is 35,000 per person. 35, yeah, let me get it right. $35,000 of student loan debt. What about us? What about the people? What about the folks? We have 2 grown children that went to college, graduated. The loans they had to take, they worked hard and paid them off. It took a while. Wasn't easy, but they did it. Paid their own way. You go to college and you've signed up for this. And now you just want it all erased. What message does that send for life? Life lesson. It has all kinds of implications on many levels. There's a lot I could say about this. Who pays for it, you say? You say? Who pays for it? Why, you do. And I do. The folks do. The people, the backbone of this country pays for it. As usual. And we're tired of it. We're sick of it. We shovel coffee down our throats every morning, go to work, bust our you-know-what all day, come home, try to rest, do the things, and then go back and do it again in the morning. And you know what? On the weekends, we try to catch up on this crap we couldn't get done during the week because we've been working. We've been working, and we're going to keep working. Because when we come home, we want the lights to turn on when we flip the switch. We want the air conditioner to come on. And when we turn it on and we turn it up. We pay our way. We get no handouts. Nothing's been given to us. That was how we grew up. When I went to college, I was working the whole time. On spring break, I didn't go to the beach. I freaking worked. Because I wanted to keep going to college. That was the only way I could do it. Now, again, I ask, is November going to make a difference? I don't know. Is the damage done? Is there too much damage done? I've heard that commented, and I can't disagree very much with it. I mean, when you look at things, the last 3 to 4 years, the border, economy, printing money like it's going out of style, rising crime, foreign policy that's in the you-know-what hole, homelessness ever increasing, energy production pretty much gone. Our military is the weakest this may have ever been since like World War I. Continued inflation that is crushing people. It's crushing people. Depletion of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Taxes higher than ever, and they're going to go up again next year. Yes, they are. They're going to find other ways to ream you. Don't even get me going on property taxes. $35,000 per student is what it equates to. What could the folks do with that kind of money? Save? Invest? Start a business? All kinds of good things. Pay something off? Put them in a better position? Be more productive? I don't know. Somebody could start a family or something like good. The folks are getting crushed. And will November, December, January even make a difference? If it happens, however long it takes to happen, if you know what I mean? People can't make the ends meet. They're having to choose between medicine, food, pay the light bill. We're just trying to take care of the family. Can't save a thin dime right now because we're trying to keep our heads above the water, most of us. Living paycheck to paycheck, truly. Who's looking out for you? Who's looking out for us? Who's looking out for the folks, as Bill O'Reilly used to say? Maybe he still does, I don't know. Who's looking out for you? Who's looking out for the folks? It's probably not your representatives. Where are the Republicans? They're just as bad, y'all. There's a few exceptions. There's a few. Like, I mean, I like Marjorie Taylor Greene, man. She's a firecracker. I like that one. Rand Paul, he's good, he's fine. And there's probably a few others. There's a few others. That Kennedy, I forget where he's even from. I don't know. Kentucky, I think. I don't know. Louisiana, I think. I don't. Anyway, you can't count on them. No. Keep prepping, people. Keep prepping. Fill in the holes. Keep working on the skills. Your ancestors were preppers, most of them. They just didn't call it that. Don't let anybody make you feel slighted for what you do because you're a preparedness person. Ask them about their ancestors. That's what they did. That's what Noah did. Spiritual preparedness, number one. Physical preparedness. Security. Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. Check your first aid kits. Are you prepared for an injury? Because one day 911 ain't gonna work. It may work, but it may not arrive before you're dead or before you're in a worse situation. Check your medical stuff, people. Your medicines, pet stuff, your pets, your animals. I got so fired up I didn't even talk about the economic thing. Jamie Dimon, the chief of, what is it? I don't even know what bank, the Chase something, I don't know. Anyway, said the ominous warnings talking about stagflation. Well, no kidding, dude. We've been living stagflation. We're living in it. I don't think he is. Stagflation, of course, is when you have inflation that keeps rising like it is, plus low economic growth or no growth, coupled with a rising unemployment. You have that. It's going to continue throughout the rest of this year and get worse. We are living it. We're trying to survive it. Many of you are in the same boat or worse. I get it. As much as you can, when you can, prep. Grab a few extra items at the store. Go to Aldi if you have an Aldi near you. Their prices are about the best as far as your regular grocery stores now. You know, and now if you have a one of these warehouse clubs or something like that, and you're disciplined enough to get the good deals, that's good too. Do what you can. Share your thoughts. I have a good passage I want to go to. It's from Romans. Romans chapter 1 verse 18 says, listen to this, for God's wrath is revealed from heaven against all godliness and unrighteousness of people who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. You ever read the Bible and say, well, I think they're talking about like what's happening today. It's funny how that happens, isn't it? The suppression of the truth. How much are we seeing that? Like all the time? It's been going on, I know, for a while. Truth, these days, truth is bad. They don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear it. Bad is good. The Bible talks about that too. We need to stay close to Jesus. Stay close to the Word. Spiritual prep, number one. Jesus is the only one that really ultimately saves us, right? If we lose everything, we got Him. That's what we need to keep in mind. I know we rant and rave, but at the end of the day, Jesus is the one. He's the Savior. And He never changes. He doesn't change with the times. He doesn't change with popular culture or opinion or progressive ideas. Jesus doesn't change. He's the same as He always was and always will be. So, share your thoughts. Be safe out there. God bless you. I'll see you soon.